Greetings, Commanders! My name is Eagle, and today we're back again with some Kiss of War action. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Normandy Arena. We're going to be showing you guys exactly what Normandy Arena is, what Normandy Arena features, what are the best defense combinations and defense strategies you can use to make sure you are protected from any attacks, and what are the best offense combinations officers you can use, and how you can counter each player's defense depending on which officers they are currently using. If you like these types of content, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video, as we are in the official Kiss of War content creation team where we upload daily videos for you guys, so your support keeps us going. Thank you so much. So, start off with Normandy Arena. So if we look over here to the rules, basically what you can see here is that each day you get 6 free chances. Actually, you don't get 6 free chances, you get less than that. It highly depends on your VIP level. You can increase that if we go over here to the VIP level quickly. We are currently at VIP level 14, which is a bit of a high level. This actually increases at 4 times, or actually 5 times. First one is VIP 5. As you can see, Normandy Arena free chances +1, and then VIP 7, VIP 9, 11, and finally 13, where you will get 5 more free chances daily. So if you are trying to raise your VIP level and excel at Normandy Arena, you might want to consider raising up your VIP level so you can get more daily chances and actually get more ranks. So after that, you would be able to get a challenge ticket from the daily quests over here, which are right over here, the daily missions. In this final chest, you can unlock or you can obtain a challenge ticket, and this challenge ticket will give you another chance to fight in the arena. That means a daily 7 chances if you are at VIP 13. So these 7 chances, you get to fight every day for 7 times for 7 days, which is basically the duration of the season. After the season ends, all the points go back to 1,500 and everything resets, and then you start all over again. You cannot accumulate your challenge tickets that you get from the daily quest or the daily missions for each season. So basically they reset once a new season starts. And your troops capacity is basically exactly as much as your march capacity. So if you can, for example, hold 170k in one commander when you march them in the field, you can hold 170k over here. Another thing that we need to know is that the battle consists of 8 tiles where you can place your officers strategically over these tiles to battle it out throughout the battle duration. So I think this sums about all the rules that we need to know about the arena. Let's move on to the defense right now. So if you see the little button over there at the top, it will actually show you the troop types that have advantage over each other. So if you haven't known this, the tanks have advantage over the infantry have advantage over the tank destroyers, and the tank destroyers have advantage over the tanks, and all these 3 types have advantage over the artillery. So in this case, that means you should never use artilleries in these types of battle. They are just a bad unit, and you will be at a disadvantage in any fight. So always try to use a combination of tanks, infantry, and tank destroyers, depending on which officers you are using. So if we move on over here, basically what happens is that each tile over here, as you can see, will attack the march that is right in front of it in the tile, and then after you finish with that march, it will go to the second tile that is behind it. So you cannot attack the back line of the enemy. And this can be used strategically so that you can put more tanky commanders in the front line and or more tanky officers in the front line and more burst damage dealers in the back line, so they are more protected. Obviously, the back line, the back line attacks the front line as well, and then attacks the back line. So everybody attacks the front line. Once they are done with the front line, they go to the back line. And if you are in the side, you would be attacking the front line as well, and then going to the back line if there are no troops right in front of your specific march. For defense, we're gonna start new over here and try to build a good defense combination. What I like to do is not scatter my troops all over the place, or else it will be easily countered by other counter troops that might just use this the advantage types and just put troops that have advantage on my marches or my specific marches in each location, and this way, even if they don't have as strong officers as I do, they would easily still win the fight. So what I'd like to do is always put tanky commanders or tanky officers in the front, and in the back I would like to always put burst damage officers. So Lilith is considered a highly burst damage officer that utilizes tank destroyers in the field. So if we combine her with my Maria, which is currently at level 55 stars, that means her talents will be accumulate to the Lilith ones. And by the way, there's another important thing that I wanted to mention is that if we look, 1 second. So if we go over here and look at the rules, is basically what it says is that only your officers' boosts are effective in the fight. So no other things that are effective. So only the officer levels, talent, and outfits. So your research won't accumulate, or your guild research won't accumulate. The cities and any buffs won't accumulate as well. This is very important to understand. That means this specific battle is highly dependent on your officers. So for the defense, let's go back again. So currently what I'm doing right now is using Lilith and Jessica, but I actually want to change that up and go ahead and use currently what I wouldn't recommend doing is using Lilith and Jessica, because Lilith is actually a burst damage dealer and Jessica is more or less of a tanky. It's more tanky than Lilith. So what I would recommend using is Lilith and Maria in the back, and over here we can use Jessica paired with any other officer actually that either has tank destroyers or neutral. For example, like Angel over here. She works best with of course tank destroyers, so we're gonna go with that. I understand that my Jessica is not the highest level. You should always upgrade her and invest in her. She is a great commander. I'm currently upgrading her, but I wanted to focus more on Lilith because I think she is phenomenal. So this is the main reason why I did that. Now we're gonna use another combination over here, which is Catherine and Linda, which are great for bursting, and we're gonna use them in the back line over here. So now we have two bursting commanders in the back line. We need a defense commander. And I think that this combination over here is one of the best combinations that can be used in the game actually for defense, or for like strong defense in the front. Chloe is like a great officer to use, and she is very solid there, as well as Evelyn, because the healing effect is just insane. And if you upgrade her to level 50 and put her on the support tree, then that would be a huge buff for you as well. So make sure that you are going with a combination that is close to this combination that I'm working on right now. So what you need to be using about 4-3-1 of these like unit types. So make sure so that you can actually activate this one over here, this ability or this skill over here for Chloe, which will give you damage dealt 15% boost. So we have Chloe over here, and then we can use basically any combination that is left over here. I can definitely use this combination over here. I think Helene is a good officer for the healing. I don't think she is the best, but she is a good officer. She's fine. And Grace is a great tank officer, great tanky officer with the counter attack increase. She is amazing for tanking. So this is why I'll be using Grace on this side, because this side will be definitely swarmed by multiple troops, because they will try to take out my Grace fast and then go for the other officers. But I think this combination is super solid for defense, and you can easily take out your enemies without any problem. Make sure as well that you are using the highest level of officers so that you can actually deploy more troops and increase your power in defense. Now we're gonna play one game to show you guys how an offense combination could work. Let's find a target that is similar to our power level over here. Just give me a second. We are about 2.2 million at this point. So we need to find someone that is above 2 million. I think we just passed one over there. Okay, there we go. So 2 million and 31,000. This guy is, I mean, we can still easily win, but I mean, look at his officers over here. Look at his grace. His grace is insane. You can know that from the amount of units or the amount of troops that she has. She's currently holding about 12,000 troops. I think that he is pairing her with Chloe so that he actually increases the number of troops you can hold in one march. So let's see how we can do this. So basically, using the counter tactic, as you can see, you have to study your enemy first. So what this guy is currently using is all tanks everywhere. So it's super easy to actually win this fight, because if you look at Chloe over here, what we can do is decrease all his or her other combinations, like to probably like a couple, like 1,000 over here, and then another 1,000, probably 1,000-ish over here, and then increase her tank destroyers. So now we have 3 tank destroyer marches: Lilith, Maria, and Chloe. We can put Chloe right up the front so she can easily tank the enemy Grace. We can put Maria over here. And now I would definitely recommend putting AoE damage dealers in the middle, because this way you can actually deal more damage to your enemies. So this means Catherine will be dealing spiral damage to all these guys, and we can see it from the fight right now. If we start this battle, so let's see what's happening right now. So as you can see, the backline is actually taking damage. That is due to the counter attack that is happening, because as you know, officers actually deal counter attack. So as you can see, this guy is dealing a lot of damage. My Angel just used her ability, and his Catherine got deleted because our Lilith is super strong on this side. So as you see, we are tanking pretty good. This guy is taking a lot of damage. The AoE is helping a lot, because all his troops, he's using the AoE in a great manner, actually. We just took out his Grace. Now he lost his AoE, and this seems like an easy win. It actually wasn't super easy win. We got 2 troops that are almost dead or almost died in that fight. But overall, that was a pretty good fight, and shows you how a good use of AoE officers right in the middle, so that you can actually deal more damage to the enemy troops and heal your troops at the same time, heal multiple troops at the same time, and give you buffs at the same time. And it shows you how you can easily counter your enemy troops by using a solid combination of troops and countering his usage of troops. So that was a pretty easy game for us. And this was basically overall what I wanted to talk about Normandy. Let's check the rewards real quick. One of my advices that I want to give you guys about Normandy is that if you feel like that you are not gaining, it's very hard to reach the top, what I would recommend is that at the last 10 minutes of each day, go and use up all your chances. Don't use them early, because then you will be a target for everyone else on the server, because you'll be like, for example, in the top 10, and everyone wants to be in the top 10 because the rewards are pretty good. So everyone will be targeting you to drop you down from the top 10. So what I would recommend is playing or using your chances at the last 10 minutes of each day, especially for the season rewards, which basically ends in my case in 5 days, 6 hours. So the season rewards and the daily rewards are actually decent. They're not super good. The season rewards are definitely better, but in my opinion, it's not like a huge deal if you don't get like the top 10 in this event, and it's fine because simply the rewards aren't that great. It definitely helps, but it's not super great. So this was it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you thought that this video was helpful, if you thought that you learned something new, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and maybe share the video with your guildmates so everybody can actually benefit and know how to smash their enemies in Normandy Arena. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.